There's HW. Why me? Why was I spirit when others died? I'll never really ask you why they help me become a man. There's Ronnie Reagan. There's Jimmy Carter. Gerald Ford. I returned understanding we can never be isolated again. Richard Nixon. Yeah, I forgot that he served. And Lyndon B. Johnson. He wanted his own eyes and ears in the field. I was a Navy officer picked to go. On July 1st, President Roosevelt ordered all congressmen of the armed forces to return to their legislative duties. So he was a congressman?
Yeah.
Went out to go ahead and go fight, and they were like, no, get back over here. All right. And JFK. Japanese destroyer sliced his boat in half and plunged him into PT-109. And there's Ike. There's Harry Truman. And there's FDR. And Nimitz. His death came on the eve of complete military victory in Europe and with months of it road. Yeah. Yeah, I remember they were talking about 75mm field gun. The work for giants to serve well the guns. When you absolutely positively just have to blow every motherfucker away.
4 rounds per minute, 14 miles.
Oh, jeez. This was with the British. Gun had a caliber of 87mm, was named for the weight of its 25-pound shell. Rate of fire 68 rounds.
Using a supercharger, you can go 6.5, 7.5 miles up the stuff.
And there's the 105mm howitzer. Unless well, it's an M2A1. So we're using still using the newer versions of these. Oh, I know what that is. That's a big Bofors cannon.
They call it tom-tom.
Pom-pom.
Yeah. Seems like
Yeah, they had these big, huge 4-round clips. You had to go ahead and load into there by hand.
32 planes in 30 minutes. It hadn't even been test
So
fired
new they
yet.
had not yet been test fired. Navy appears to have appreciated the new weapons, actually telegraphing Chrysler Corporation with the gun serial numbers when they shot down enemy planes. So they're built and licensed by Chrysler. The maximum attainable was 23 anyway, the practical was 12.5. Let's see, I wonder if they've still got these things operational, if they've already got, or if they've locked them all down.
Everything is.
Yeah, they've locked them down. Yeah, the ones over there on the Texas, you can go ahead, like I said, you can go ahead and,
You could
I said,
elevate
oh, you can go ahead and run them, you know, back and forth. Like I said, you elevate them, move them up and down and left and right. Oh no.
Somebody dropped an egg in flight.
Yep. Don't look down the barrel of the gun, ding dong.
Well, if that went off, there'd be no worries.
And I said, well, look at all the hydraulic systems, everything else that had to run all that.
Is that where the
Well,
shells spit out?
No. Your shells. I said that's actually your motor that ran everything. That's where your exhaust went. Your shells on this one.
This goes down and out.
Your shells on this one.
They would come out of here and down there.
Yeah, because you'd feed them from up top. Like I said, they would get spit out the back end of this. And your gunnery officer, not this one, this one, your right hand pedal was
Look at here.
what? Oh, I don't know why that got decommissioned. Yeah, the whole barrel is bulged.
They were firing at a rapid rate, probably.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, anyway, that's your trigger.
Maybe wonder if that's a shrapnel or something.
You know, that's your press that to fire. And you would have like I said, one guy, your main fire control officer, he would raise it up and down, and your other guy over there would take it left and right. And you'd aim,
Well, these
line
are
it up
twins,
with those.
So this guy's firing and this guy's firing.
No, like I said, your fire control officer, he's controlling elevation, and you're firing.
You're busy.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see here. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. And like I said, they had those set up in quad mounts too. Torpedoes.
Looks like it got a hole shot in it.
A little bit.
Torpedo
Yep.
tubes.
Yep.
Probably came off a
Destroyer.
destroyer. Yeah.
Mark 15 quintuple torpedo tube. USS Foote. Yeah, Fletcher class destroyer. Well, the round housing of the tube is a blast shield, protection person from the blast of adjacent guns. World War II. Trainable tubes. Mounted topside on the ship center line. So you could rotate this whole thing all the way left or all the way right. Be able to fire it left or right. To expel the was clear the firing ship with such velocity and direction that would mount its firing course till its engine develops enough power for self-propulsion. As expulsion starts, trigger the torpedo so it starts engine and gyro. Sections of 3 destroyers each. So they would just bloop, send them out.
5-inch.
Yep. That's your medium-sized gun. Mark 21 open pedestal mount.
They use on merchant ships. So.
38 refers to the barrel length in terms of the bore, 5 inches times 38, which equals 190 inches or 15 feet. Horizontal range with 55-pound projectile is 10 miles. And the anti-aircraft roll had a ceiling of 37,500 feet. But oh, geez, you could elevate this thing almost straight up.
Yeah, you could shoot down a modern-day jetliner with that.
Yeah, use 10 different types of shells. This type of shell indicated the shell infuse. Part of a crew of 15 men. Use your duty during gun exercise. Actually, keep the gun and fire at maximum effective fire. You must make every effort to keep the gun in operation regardless of casualties to the gun or to the crew. Well, there's no sign.
Took all the breaches out of these things.
Well, you'd hope so.
Supposed to get up there?
Well, there's nothing that says you can't. And here's your big gyroscope up here. That's your fire control. Yes, here's your fire control. There's your trigger. That's letting you know how much elevation that you've got.
That's automatic.
This recoil, big recoilless rifle. Yeah. Essentially.
Somebody's been climbing on top of the barrel.
Oh, you see footprints and handprints up there? And there's your big shell breech. And that is what you would use to close the big son of a bitch. Lock it forward. And deflection indicator adjustment. So here's your, so here's your other guy, your essentially. That is exactly what that is. In fact, haha, that's cool.
Still working?
Let's see. Is there a big glass up there? Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say there's no way that it's reflecting all the way up over there. Well, it's getting tighter for some reason. Aha! It's moving something down over there.
Where?
Down over here.
Where?
You don't see it moving up there?
Yeah. Oh, that's the fine tuning.
Aha! Oh, am I changing the elevation on this crazy thing? Aha! You got a big. That's exactly what that is. I'm wondering this. Well, it's attached to something because I've got.
Yeah, this is moving right here.
What is?
This.
That's where somebody would stand and they would.
Oh, right here.
Why?
Load them up, they loaded up right there. That was loud.
That's what they load up around.
Standing in here with that gun.
I said, yeah, that's your. Yeah, so that's your main adjustment. That's your fine adjustment. Well, it's turning some sort of drive shaft up here. I'm trying to figure out what exactly it's supposed to move all the way across over there, unless it's supposed to, unless this is what you twist it with.
Wait, did they have to lean?
Yes, they would. And then when they were real,
Can you imagine the noise of that son of a bitch going off?
there's a chair right here for.
Main mast from destroyer USS Foot.
Mention of that one over there
Uh-huh.
somewhere.
Yeah, that's the torpedo tubes came off of it.
Foot.
It's a radar known as the bed spring.
That's what it looks like.
USS Foot was sold and broken up for scrap. This ship is built to fight. You had better know how. It's the Admiral Arleigh Burke, which we now have the Arleigh Burke class destroyer, which is our main tin can now.
We don't need cruisers no more. They're about the same size as a cruiser.
Well, your big difference between your cruiser and your destroyer now is what it can carry. Well, no, it's not that. It's the extra equipment and men. Cruisers also tend to carry a whole lot of things like fuel and ammunition. It'd be kind of dumb to load a destroyer up with all that, because then now it's not as fast and now it's not as maneuverable, and you got to have different fire control systems on it in case something blows up. Let's see.
So this is the fair water is the conning tower of a sub, so that when it's above the when it goes up on the surface and it recharges it back.
I like how they've got the bushes and everything all set up like water here.
Yeah.
In too much of a hurry to notice that yesterday.
I didn't even look over there. I was too busy looking down.
Right. Well, I said there's the bow.
Set it right off. Should have a hole in the front.
Oh, for what, for your torpedo tubes?
No,
Headlights?
those would be lower down.
Oh no, you're right. I'm in here.